Okay, Milena. Today we are talking about communication skills, and your presentation will be on this topic as well. So I leave you the floor. I have already said to the students here in front of me, there are 5 students,
Okay.
and there are 21 students connected online.
Okay.
And I said that you live and work in Boston, and you are a vocal coach, and you are working a lot with managers that need to improve their way of speaking, and because this is a very important element of their leadership. So we expect that you tell us more about this point.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. So today the title is The Most Important Asset of Your Life. So everyone will see it and no one will be able to copy or replace it. So we will see the meaning of this sentence. But now let's start with the concept. What is the importance of learning? It's very important that we focus on this way of learning constantly in every moment, in any stage of our life. And I give you some points of this kind of learning that are very pivotal for us. So, learning is an indispensable tool that nourishes our minds and soothes our soul. Learning is the only way to deal with the continuous change in our life. Learning is a necessity for both personal and professional career. And learning is a continuous process that encourages acquiring knowledge and skills to develop future opportunities. Learning, learning, learning. And learning is also something that really helps our curiosity. And so is something that is valuable and we need to keep doing. Nowadays, knowledge is readily available to anyone. So it means that anyone can, just get that kind of knowledge. So to gain a competitive advantage, you need to focus on skills. And we are discovering in this speech and presentation why. So it's clear that everything that we can learn from a book, everybody can do that. But our skills, our way to transfer or just to express some information is every single time very suited on us. You won't learn skills from reading books. It's important. So read is important, but you need to do something more to really gain and have these skills naturally. Only from feedbacks and first-hand experiences. Feedbacks. Every single day we listen this and we can hear this word everywhere, especially in the world place or whatever. So it's important that we know that feedbacks is something that give us an idea of what people think, or they have got some suggestion. And some suggestion can be very helpful sometimes. And also the first-hand experience. If we don't do experience, if we don't try, if we don't test ourselves or challenge ourselves, we will never know exactly how our skills will go far away. And so means that it's important to get involved whenever opportunity arises. So take any opportunity. Could be a presentation, could be an exam, could be just something with the friends. But this is something that will help you to learn more about your skills that are inside of you and not just in your mind. 5 skills you learn as you grow up. Yes, because when you grow up, you learn something, but you don't learn just with your mind. You learn it with your body, with your soul, with your essence, and they stay with you forever. They define also the success in your social and work life, or your need to improve. Personal strength and motivation. It comes from rise over competition. And you experienced that when you were young, very young. There is a competition, a very simple one. If you just push a little bit yourself, your personal strength and motivation starts to grow. Teamwork, your social skills. Probably just teamwork seems something related just to work. It's not. It's related also when you were very young again with some friends, some relatives, and you start to organize a game. That is the beginning of a teamwork. Resourcefulness is a word that I really like. Overcome difficulties. So when in your life you have tried and challenged yourself to overcome difficulties, you have already done a piece of your resourcefulness that will stay with you forever. Budgeting, money and time management. And also, I don't know, some of you, especially in the US, young people has got their own weekly allowance. And so they start to have this budgeting sense and skills since the beginning of their life. And it's something very nice and is part of your way to see your life in the future. Organization, priority, and efficiency. And also these skills started with you when you were young. What you want to do, what you want to have this game or not, is that sort of skill. But what is the assumption behind all these skills? Here is my field, is your voice. Because in everything, with the teamwork, with resourcefulness, with just organize something and let the people know that you're doing that, you need your voice. You need to express it. And if you don't use it in a good way, the message will never be delivered in a correct way. So you need to do more work, or people can misunderstand you. So the most important asset of your life is your communication skill. It's not just how your voice sounds, but how and when you choose to use it. I repeat this sentence again. It's not just how your voice sounds. Okay, so someone think, oh, my voice is terrible, I don't like it. Okay, could be, but it's very important how and when you choose to use it, not just the sound. And having a good sound doesn't mean that you are good in decide when it's the right moment or in which way. So remember, how and when is also very remarkable. Even if you keep silent, you are still using your voice. Someone say, silent voice. Yes, you're using your voice because voice is not just what you can hear or listen. It's something more. But now we don't have the time to dig in that in the specific point that Inborn Voice love to explain. Words mean always more than what you set down on paper. It takes the human voice to infuse them with deeper meaning. This is absolutely crucial, important in our life. So we choose some words, but it takes human voice to infuse them with deeper meaning. Communication skills are worthless without emotions. And that's my core, exactly why my method has got so important during these years. Since 30 years ago, I started connected and recognize the connection between voice and emotion. You can't divide them, because if you have a communication without emotion, is worthless. Your voice has endless emotional abilities and is well suited to impress listeners. Endless. People ask me every day, do you still do the same job? It's not a job. For me, it's a mission, all right? And I say, yes. Why? Because every voice is different. Millions of voices. So I will never get bored about that, because they have got endless emotional abilities. And you have also this opportunity. All my students and clients love so much to dig in these endless emotional abilities through the voice. What does an inborn voice coach do? So it will be more clear why I decided to do this speech, because it's important that people recognize that emotion and voice are the success of the communication. We help people infuse their communication skills with emotions. And I want to share with you part of my job mission every day, and the people that reach me and call me, write me, send me email from any kind of social, and they start asking me something about relationship, how to use the voice and the communication skills through the voice to have a better relationship with someone else. Okay? So personal sphere, friends, relationship, parenting. Then I have seems a small slice of people for work, okay? But the biggest part of my clients, students, are top managers. And they reach me, phone me, write me for a professional sphere that is presentations, career, and leadership. And today I want to focus on presentations. You see how is big this slice. They call me for presentation. But as I said before, not just a presentation, something that is believable, is authentic, is important, and is able to transfer exactly what they want to transfer in a very wonderful and also impressive way. What are the main emotions top managers want to address? Let's see. So they call me for presentations and they ask me for voice quality. I don't like my voice. I want to improve it. Fine. Or low energy. They work so hard and they don't have enough energy. So they don't use their voice in a correct way, because voice, following the idea and the philosophy of my method, is something that re-energizes us every single moment. And if you use it in the correct way, it's like music, can re-energize you. But if people are not able to use it in the right way, obviously they have got low energy. But again, the most important part is fear. Fear. Top manager, fear. Fear is something that our voice can't hide. So it's important to be aware of it and not be afraid, but just face it and challenge it. When they usually need to overcome fear. Here we are, presenting and establishing a connection. Could be a contract, could be many things, but presentation. Just share with another person or more people who they really are. So presenting themselves in. is something that it's very hard. Someone called me for the first 30 seconds before a presentation. They get nervous. Someone else, they don't know what to say. Someone else, they have a contract and they use the computer, so they need to speak. Presenting and the presentation is the focus of today. But remember, it's the beginning of a communication. Probably is 90% or more that we do every day, in every single way, for work, for relationship, for a contract, for everything. We need to present ourselves. So every single time that there is an opportunity, take it, because presenting is a topic very important for everyone that wants to grow up, improve, challenge, test, and have a better life and a better social relationship. So what we do and I do, when people want to present themselves or are ready to present themselves, they feel at the beginning at this level, actual voice, emotions. I keep saying emotion and voice together. We can't divide it. If you're nervous, your voice fails. If you're happy, your voice probably is too happy and the concept is not happy. If you are embarrassed, is another problem, okay? So we started from this level. Someone can be uninspired. So means, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to present myself. So I close myself on myself and I decide not to say anything. This is isolation. In the US, it's very important, this part. If you isolate yourself and if you don't push yourself, your life will be constantly in that shell. Okay? So this situation can improve. Or you can be embarrassed. I don't want, I'm shy, I will never be able to do that. If you think about that, and if you feel also like that, you can improve it, okay? But you need to train yourself and take and do experiences. Then you can be also nervous and say, no, I don't want to do it. Nervousness, anxiety is there, it's a moment, everybody's judging me, okay? But that nervousness is present. But if you train and if you have more experience, if you test, if you challenge, if you push yourself, you will seek better opportunities and you will start to learn more about yourself. It's something very precious and important. At that point, training, experience, better opportunities, what can happen? Starts the self-confidence. I don't want to say the whole self-confidence. Never believe in people that think that all self-confidence is possible. No, it's just the beginning. So you can feel yourself a little bit more calm and a little bit happy. Okay, people think that they don't do this kind of emotion, okay? But it happens. I see many of my clients that after a presentation, they call me with these hands and say, I was able to do that. I'm happy today. Obviously, it's the beginning. It's a level, okay? And someone else can be confused. Why? Was so easy to do that? Or am I changing my opinion about presenting myself? When you are thinking and you are confused, it means that you are making a change. Improving your communication emotions is the first step towards your personal development along the way of the voice. Then you will have positive feedbacks. At the beginning, we start to have positive feedbacks. You did right. Or also some feedback that can be also a good one that can help you to grow, okay? And then your self confidence starts to grow level by level. And voila, you can find yourself proud. I have so many people with big eyes that phone me and say, finally, I did it. I present myself. Now I have a new job. I did that exam. The professor was so happy, and I was so happy too. So I was able to transfer all my effort in preparing myself. Proud or confident. That gives you a sort of way that you can fly and you can do whatever you want. And it's always important because when you are able to present yourself in a deep way with emotion, with a very nice voice, your relationship improves a lot. So again, you will have back positive feedbacks, okay? And you will feel more and more confident. And the self-confidence will have another level. An upward spiral toward new social relationships, a better career, and a fuller life in one's identity. So your new voice emotion when you train, experience, and you start this spiral. Building your presentation skills means building your identity. One of my famous workshops all over the world is exactly your voice, your identity. You are building your identity. You are letting the people know who you really are. So there is no misunderstanding. Your identity is so clear. And now, in the world of the work, this identity is also called the personal brand for startup or people that want to start their own new whatever a business. The personal brand. That means that the person makes nearly all the success of the brand. Everyone will see it and no one will be able to copy or replace it. Now it's clear the sentence of the beginning. So this identity, this personal brand, these skills through your voice in this way is something that is like a treasure for you. Will stay with you forever, will grow with you forever, and nobody can copy it because it's exactly your own book of life. And it's so amazing. That's why millions of voices are different. So I want to share with you now some practical tips for your presentations, the focus of today. And I want to do it with some slides that I did, a speech and a presentation for the European Commission. Yes, they were afraid of presenting themselves too. So we have these few slides, okay? But they really have a meaning. So how we do transmit emotion? We can choose words. We can choose a volume. We can choose a tone. We can choose a rhythm. We can choose even more. Did you hear my voice? Flat. This is the technical part. The technical part doesn't have a so big importance, even if people believe that. But we can't choose emotions. Without emotion, there is no any way to transfer something important, remarkable, valuable to the people or to the audience. Every emotion we feel will be transmitted no matter what. So it's important that we know that, no matter what. And people, they don't like so much when they listen to someone that is very or nervous or too much happy, so they stay. What is the most infrequent emotion during a presentation? We say it. Fear is the most important one and more common. You see, common symptoms: anxiety, breathlessness, sweating, palpitation, dry mouth, nausea, stuttering, memory lapses, nervous tics, and others. Beyond everything of that, there is fear. And fear means forget everything and run. Many people come to me and say, I want to run. I don't want to stay in that room. I want to run. Because fear is forget everything and run. How can we take action to overcome fear? One, I give you some tips that I share with the European Commission. Plan and prepare. So write something, an idea, okay? Second, make connections with emotions that positively thrills you. Don't say something that you are not interested, that it doesn't, is something that is exactly representing you. It's a waste of time. Number three, learn to control your breathing, not with your mind, but just with a feeling. It's something that is possible. And remember the spiral? If I start to be a little bit more calm, not using my mind, but using my sensation, because it's not so huge and important, and I can make some mistakes, but I can grow. Learn to empathize and sympathize with others. Don't be afraid. I always say to my students and clients, the people that are in front of you, in your audience, they are exactly like us or like you. Never forget that. Get involved and disclose your emotion from the beginning. Are you nervous? Say it. I'm a little bit nervous, but I want to share with you these things. And it helps. Explain ideas slowly and with pauses. Expecting to eliminate fear and anxiety completely is both wrong and counterproductive. Doesn't exist. I will never say to my students, clients, you totally eliminate the anxiety. No, probably after a lot of experiences. So a little bit must stay there. And then with a lot of training and exercises and opportunities, probably will be constantly natural. So fear, experience, thanks to the experience, thanks to this challenging, that is also very important for your self-esteem, okay? Experience turns fear into strength. That means face everything and rise. Rise means I feel that I did something very good today. Means that I share with you something very important for me, my clients, my students, and the people that want really to do more in their own life. And every single time that I see them happy for trying and push themselves and not stay in their own comfort zone, but just push themselves and test and challenge, they are rising. And so we are at the end, and I give you just my last two books that are very nice for idea, The Way of the Voice and The Voice Guru, and my contacts, all the social, whatever, okay, many of them. And I really want to thank you all. And I absolutely want to thank Roberta, okay, for this opportunity. And please try, test, challenge, enjoy all the things, because presenting ourselves is an opportunity.
Thank you very much, Milena. Thank you for your interesting presentation. You have dealt with topics that we are talking about and that are important for personal development. Thank you very much to be here with us. if there are no questions, do you have any question for Milena? I think that you have said at 2 points that I would like to underline. One is that you cannot learn skills in just reading books. Knowledge is a prerequisite, but it is important to train, to experience, to push yourself, because the skills are something that comes out with experience. And the second point is when you said about how to transform fear in strength. This is another very interesting point that you have developed. So here there are no questions, also from online. We thank you very much to have been with us today, and we wish you a good journey to Miami, and
Thank you.
see you soon, and thank you to be with us.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Subscribe to the channel and like the video.